As you are able and willing, please rise for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good evening. Thank you all for coming. We have no one signed up to do public comment tonight, so we will move right into the report of the secretary. May I have a motion, please, to approve the minutes of our last meeting?
I move to approve the minutes of the regular meeting of Wednesday, August 13th, 2025.
Second, Lisa?
Lisa, thank you. Any comments or questions?
Nope. Perfect.
Sterling job as usual. I
Yep.
say that every time, but it's only because it's true. Okay, all in favor? That's 5-0. Very good. And that moves us into the report of the chair. I have a few things on my list. First, our first town officials meeting will be on September 10th. That's a week from today at 8:30 a.m. Do we know yet where?
It's going to be on Zoom?
Okay, that will be a Zoom call.
Yeah, we're going to do Zoom, in person, Zoom,
Okay.
in person.
Okay.
Terry, and Terry was working on getting those set up.
Excellent.
That's great. That's much easier.
So those of you who are able and willing to attend, let me know. We want to avoid the quorum problem. Okay, good. MSMA Fall Conference, 23rd or 24th. I don't believe registrations are yet open, but that's bound to happen very soon. So just keep that in the front of
I
your
saw
mind.
something today,
Oh, really?
but
Okay,
it's not sticking in my head. I'll
okay.
look tomorrow.
So when that comes up, attendance is highly encouraged. All sorts of really good sessions, and you might even walk away with a water.
Wow.
Nice. MSMA water bottle.
Aren't we fancy?
Is anyone a for sure yes that you know of? Are you a for sure yes? I'm a for sure yes.
I'm a for sure yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
Not
You're
this year, I'm so bummed.
okay.
Oh, bummer.
You're a
I
yes.
think I'm going to be able to go, yes.
Are you-
I'm not sure yet.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, third item, we have just completed a one-ish hour workshop on goals for the district for this coming year. We looked at the goals that were developed over the previous couple of years, we looked at the strategic plan, and came up with basically 4 kind of big rocks, I guess we'll call them, areas that we're interested in seeing addressed. The first being attendance and student engagement. Second one being excellence in learning and equity and achievement. Third being community engagement, public relations, and opportunities for students to interact with the community and vice versa. And then fourth is kind of our ongoing fostering of a culture of compassion and connection with our students. So those are kind of the 4 big areas that we settled on. And Heidi's going to be working on fleshing those out over the next couple of weeks. Okay, we've been talking for a couple of meetings now about items of interest to the board for possible presentation topics over the course of the year.
I wrote down some notes from our conversation on Friday, if that helps.
Excellent, and let me pass those around. So we did talk about a few areas in our Friday discussion, Jen and I, around the agenda for this meeting. Sorry, I should let that go that way. Still an open conversation, so if you come up with anything over the next couple of weeks, let us know, and we'll get that into the queue. But so data updates always important, right? Is to find out how we're doing on our testing, and in the spring we'll get ELO and bar updates potentially, if that's of interest. I certainly am interested in a NEASC update for the high school. I like this idea of doing student activities and having the students come and present.
Yes. Love. Yes.
Spread that out over the course of the year.
I feel like spreading it out might make sense, just to,
Yeah.
like, maybe one little one each.
Like
Every other month if it worked with their schedules.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, whatever works. That could be squeezed in anywhere.
It's always a good idea to get an update on what's going on in special ed, so
Yeah.
I talked to Mr. Rooney about that today. He's on board to
awesome.
put together.
Awesome. And restorative practices,
Yes.
and what impact we're seeing on behavioral data, that's going to be really important too. So there's some topic ideas, if any others spring to mind. Let us know.
Great. Thank you.
It could be special services. I could have them do both, yeah.
Changes in that program, so I just wondered, I know, it seems like it was yesterday, but I was told it was like several years ago now that we had that presentation.
I know time's weird.
Yeah,
Oh,
I was
sure.
thinking the same thing. I
Yeah.
put that in my back pocket because I was wondering if there had been any updates or improvements.
Well, we have,
Yeah.
it's changed.
Yeah.
It's changing, so it seems like maybe in the spring.
Well, I can ask him to, and maybe it's 2 different presentations, but I can ask him
Yeah, I
to
think
sort of
that's
talk about
good.
special services as a whole, like, because he
Yes.
oversees, and help people understand the different parts of special services that he oversees, whether it's the ELO program, GT, and he is our homeless liaison as well, so he can share some data. And then we also talked about maybe this is a separate one, but our early intervention program and the 3 and 4-year-olds and getting a little presentation on that.
That's great.
Great.
Okay?
Yes, thank you
That
for doing that.
concludes my report and
Yes.
brings us to the report of the superintendent.
Great. First on my report is to introduce our new student representative. We thought you were going to make a grand entrance, Zora. So Zora Noble. Zora is a junior, correct? And you're from South Berwick?
I am from South Berwick, right up near, almost near North Berwick and Wellsboro, right on the border.
Nice. Excellent. Welcome. We're excited to have you.
It's great to have you.
Next on my report is just a little update for the board and for the community on the opening of schools for our new school year. I've asked the principals to come tonight and just to share a brief little snippet with you about the last 2 days. We've got 2 days under our belt, and I'm going to turn it over to them, and I'm going to start with Christine because I'm looking at her.
Okay, well, I'm going to start off by thank yous to the custodial staff, admin assistants, the maintenance crew, and our technology, because we got all new computers at the 6th grade level and stuff, and they've all been working diligently. I know that some other buildings are still having some work done, and my building looks pristine. It is in tip-top shape. It's just, the first 2 days have been seamless, and it's been wonderful, and it wouldn't have happened without them, so. We've kicked off really great. We had a new student orientation, so we had a good turnout for that. Families came in, team leaders were there, we were there, families came in. They felt really good about getting to see where the classes are. The parents got to come in and see the surroundings. Meet the principal night, I think we had around 150 to 170 show up. New students, old students, a lot of families from Rollinsford came because it was a social thing and they really liked it and they wanted to help other families from Rollinsford, so that was really nice. And when I sent an email out to staff saying who wanted to showcase anything that they do at school and any clubs, and I got a really great turnout, about 30 staff, so it was really, really nice. And then we showcased all of our new staff as well there, so that was fun. And then Mr. Bean, our athletic director that has come on board, was there, and he has gone into each lunchroom, each lunch period, and has talked to the kids about the expectations and showed he's got a lot of energy, he's great, and he's really being a part of our community and showing them that he is a part of the community and what it means, the mix between athletics and school and how both of them are one and the same. And he's going to be a great addition to our school. And we're really kicking off our restorative practices, and a lot of staff are embracing them. And even though we haven't gotten all the way there yet with introducing circles and stuff, a lot of the staff have already just started their days with advisories in their circles, just so the kids can get started with that practice. So that's where we're at.
Great. Quick question.
Yes.
Quick question. So is Mr. Bean, it's a stipend position and a community
Yes.
member? Just to clarify that.
Yep, stipend position. He's here for a stipend position. It's working out great. He's going above and beyond. He's coming to these things just because, and so it's a little bit of both, and it's just been wonderful.
So it's not a current, like a teacher? It's
Nope.
It's a, yeah.
Nope.
Just
Yep.
to clarify.
Yep, exactly. Any other questions?
Thank you.
Yep, you're welcome.
And
Yeah?
She knows to go before Jerry.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for having us tonight. Like Christine, I want to thank our custodial staff and the people in the front office, and basically the crew that I was there for the summer with. They worked miracles. Because of that, our school had a smooth opening. For myself, it's been a very long time since I've worked during the summer consistently, so that was a change for me, but it felt really good to have kids back in the building this weekend. It's a much more fun place to be with kids, that's for sure. We welcomed 66 new students to our school. Our pre-K and kindergarten, our sneak peek for kindergarten through grade 3 and our pre-K orientation were hugely attended by families and kiddos. This week, our kindergarten and pre-K are coming in for a staggered start, so it's been nice to meet families and children one-on-one, and we're excited to have them join us on Monday. Let's see. There's been countless smiles and staff. Heidi was there the first day, and it's so fun to see them get off the bus for the first time and enter the building. They're just so happy, serious but happy and excited, every little feeling that you can imagine. Teachers, you can already see they're building those relationships with the kiddos and building those routines. We've enjoyed welcoming some new staff, and the majority of our staff happen to be ones that are doing kindergarten staggered start, so I think that's been a really nice entry for them as well. Let's see, third graders, they're looking pretty proud and sharp and very excited to be in charge and the role models for the building, so I think all in all it's been a really good start for us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I know Joe knows what I'm going to say. Okay, everyone knows what I'm going to say. Get them there, feed them, get them home. That's all you got to do. And so we did that. But going even before school, I don't think folks realize the work that goes on in the summer. It is just, I mean, you think of every desk, everything is cleaned, everything is torn apart. Cafeteria, floors, you name it. And so the custodians, the tech, the folks in the office, our administrative assistants, just the phone calls. So teachers walk in with all their new things that they purchased and the boxes and all their new items, and they just haven't seen all of those things that have gone on. So those folks just get a huge applause. We had a couple of student activities before. We had a new student orientation. All those kids that were new to the building. So we had a number. I think we had like 16 or 17 kids move in, only 2 or 3 move out. And so a couple of weeks ago, I had all of them and their families there. And then we had our sneak peek, and I would say probably 97% of the folks come. So that was nice. And they just got to get a feel of where's my room, where's my teacher, that type of thing. I would also say that I think that a couple of years ago, we started that idea of shutting the building down for a week. That is critical. And you just need to continue that. That's my advice, is because for the custodians, they're getting to that end of the summer, and there are things that have got to be done. And if you can just say, staff, stay the heck away, and so they have the building themselves. So I think that's really important. We have a lot of new staff. It's I think that those 3 days that we had in the beginning really. I mean, it used to be 2. It used to be 1, then it was 2. Now it's 3. Those are really important days. And so I think that all of us, administrators, there's that balance of, we've got things that, we've got to get together. I mean, we came and we talked about the core values and the strategic plan and what that means to the board, but what does that mean at our school? So, I mean, you have those type meetings. I have the meetings on the evaluation. But you also have to have that balance where teachers have time to meet at their grade levels and that the goals that they have. So, again, those 3 days are wonderful. The last meeting we were at, we were talking about the gym floor. Usually we're able to bring all the kids into the gym, and we were not able to bring all the kids to the gym, although the gym is coming. The floor is all sanded. They've got the first coat on. So the kids been great in that. We had to do things outside. We had to line up buses outside, and so, but they will just go, they will go with the flow. And so I just can't thank the staff enough. We've had a great beginning. Transportation yesterday was a little rough. Today was a lot better. And, you know, those bus drivers, you know, they new routes, new kids, new technology that they're doing, and they show up every day. So that's awesome. So, thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great. Just like everyone said, we've had a wonderful start to the school year. My favorite day is sneak peek because I just love standing in the hallway when I get a million hugs and from all the kids. And again, like Ann said, the summer is great, but just seeing those faces and saying hello. Our building just looks amazing. Our custodial staff has worked so hard. We have a brand new floor in our hallway, and then Kevin went and painted all the doors so they all match. And again, when you walk in, the kids are it looks so different just with a whole new floor. And our portable has been completely transformed. As you know, we get really creative with space at Central School. So every year we find something. This year we found our portable. It's completely remodeled. So it's a conference room, an office space, and even a little waiting room. It's not quite done, but that's okay. Todd and Kev, he's been working nonstop. He's out there all weekend, every day. So we're just really excited to have a actual place to meet for IEP meetings. It's so stressful in the office trying to find a place to meet for like 6 or 7. Kim Wiegert spends so much time organizing that, so now we know where we get to go, so it's really exciting. We also have a brand new 3-year-old classroom. Again, last year we realized it's really important to have a 3-year-old sized bathroom in the 3-year-old classroom. So Ashley Mayo is so excited. There's the most adorable little toilet in her room. So she has a completely little 3-year-old classroom, and it looks awesome. She's all ready to move in, and kids have been visiting. And speaking of the 3-year-old, just so exciting to have a second year of it. We have about already 11 students starting in the 3-year-old, and watching the transition from the 3-year-olds that were here to the 4-year-olds. I've had multiple pre-K teachers. It's remarkable to know that we have had a whole year and the transition is smooth. Like it's going to make all the difference. And that Ashley was meeting because she's still the case manager for the 4-year-olds, so she's meeting with the pre-K teacher and able to give a wealth of information. It's so exciting. We also had to create a new first grade classroom, so that is looking great. Cara Howe has worked all summer again to make it look beautiful. We had screenings all this week, so just like Ann said, I love meeting all the new families. We screen for 3, 4, and 5-year-olds, so it's a really slow. We always say Monday is going to be the test when they're all there. It's really quiet in our wing without the kids, so the screenings have been great. We have a lot of new students, and they're coming just super excited. Staff is excited this week. You just walk around and see everybody. The teachers love to show me that they've already know all the names of the kids in their class, so the bar is low the first few days. You just really want to make sure you know their names. We're setting the ground rules, creating relationships, and a huge thank you to PTO. We have a lot of brand new playground equipment. We have we have a whole new swing set. We have an adaptive swing, and it's really neat to see it. The PTO has been wonderful. They're helping us with our new portable and our new classroom. We've also, and the new pre-K. The pre-K 3-year-old classroom is now where the staff room was. So the staff room is, we had to shuffle a lot. So the PTO is helping us just build a really cool staff room. So they're working on that, and they provided popsicles at sneak peek. So at the end of sneak peek, all the kids go out on the hot top with the PTO to have popsicles. So it's just a really nice way. So thank you to our wonderful PTO. And again, transportation, just so thankful. On our first, the new technology is wonderful. We had a bus that was a little bit late the first day, and we only got a few phone calls, which the app is really wonderful. I think it's going to be so great for families, and just to be able to have peace of mind that they know that their bus might be a little late or going a different way, and it's been wonderful. And again, like everyone said, computers. We had all new computers and printers, and our technology department worked so hard, and it's unbelievable, all up and running and working really well. So it's a great start. We can't wait till Monday, so we're all together as one big family.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening. In addition to what my colleagues have said about our technology staff and our custodial staff. Absolutely, the high school is very fortunate to have those folks here who set the school up really well for the welcome back. In addition to the two who are here, about 664 or so of their colleagues joined us this week. Actually, we started last week with the 9th grade orientation night, which was great. Getting a chance to meet those new 9th grade students, getting a chance for them to walk around the building as I walked around the building and figure out there's D-pods upstairs and downstairs in this building. It's a trick. But we had a chance to meet with that 9th grade class. They got a chance to learn about some of the activities and clubs that we have at the high school. Got a chance to meet with many of the faculty here as well. To my thanks to our student ambassadors who helped them with that, our 9th grade advisors, and also with our counselling team who put that event on so well. So it's fantastic to see those folks here. And then everyone came back on Tuesday, which is even better. And so it was great to see everyone in the building, get the life back in the building again. And this week we've had a chance to obviously start those classes. In case you're wondering, we have 11 different AP subjects, 19 different sections of which we have about 238 enrollments in those classes. We also have this year, across the entire year, 95 students enrolling in 29 different subjects through Sanford and Dover. So whether you're taking sports medicine or automotive technology or welding or law enforcement or AP, US history, this is great to have the faculty here engaging our students on purple days and white days, 1 through 4, 5 through 8. Get the hang of it. But yes, and I'm looking forward to, as I know our students are, just the learning they're going to have and how their minds are going to be engaged. And speaking of which, the Q4 honor roll from last year is going to go up on one of our new electronic bulletin boards at the high school, which is great to see the bar that's been set by those students and to carry that along through Q1. And this week we've also had a chance to meet briefly through advisory with the senior class and the junior class. We'll meet with the sophomores and the freshmen tomorrow. That's myself and assistant principals and the athletic director and the nurse, just to orient those students to some of the new aspects of the school, get a chance to meet with them, pass on some pretty simple messages about safety, about taking care of each other, taking care of the building, giving my colleague Mr. Jones a chance to share his jokes, which, have been pretty good. He's got some good routines. But certainly as new administrators to the building, on behalf of Christopher and myself, just thanks to the students who've given us a nice warm welcome, and to the faculty as well. I think we can both say we're looking forward to the year ahead. And finally, this Friday at the high school, it's Picture Day. So if you know a high schooler, remind them it's Picture Day on Friday so they can look sharp. Okay? Otherwise, we're good to go. So thank you.
Thank you. Great. Now I'd like to ask Mr. Cormier to give us a little update on our enrollment and impact on funding, and maybe a little update on transportation too. He does it all.
So I'm going to start with transportation and just echo what some of my colleagues said. And I would say the difference between the first day and the second day was like
night and day.
Night and day. Like they did such a good job adapting that first day and making changes and getting things done to today. What's really cool, I have schedule here. This is the bus arrival times at the different schools to the minute, because the tablets tell me what time they dropped off at the schools. So just kind of going through some of the schools. Great Works, we had a pretty large gap. The first bus got there at 7:54 yesterday. The last bus got there at 8:29. So we had a 35-minute gap. Today, just one day different. Earliest bus was 7:57, so a little bit later. And the latest drop-off was 8:16, so we had only a 19-minute span. So just in that one day, just that, as we're learning the runs and getting everything kind of situated. So I have more data if I can share it at a different time or whatever, but I just wanted to, again, give my shout out to transportation, to Denise. They did a magnificent job of kind of rolling with those punches, getting a new system up and running with tablets, with the drivers. And as Dr. De'Aaron said, I think it's going to make a world of difference for our families, and I think it's great. So, in your packets, you should have some graphs for the first day school enrollment data. Organized kind of at the very top of each school in the dark green are the current year enrollment figures. At the high school, we are down 8 students as compared to last year on the first day of school, not where we ended it last year, but just kind of on the first day of school. At the middle school, we're plus 10 At the Great Works School, we're plus 15. At Central School, we're minus 14. And at Elliott, we're minus 7. So what does that all mean? What is the overall difference? I didn't put it on this page, I should have. We are minus 4 students. So overall, not really a huge dip or a huge change in enrollment. When you're talking 14 grade levels now, I think we're at, that's not like a huge swing in enrollment. Also on this page, just in a smaller bar, just to show you the Rollinsford enrollment. Why is Rollinsford enrollment important? We get tuition for every Rollinsford student, so we'd hope to kind of keep that flat or growing. As you can see, we are down 5 students at the high school, but we are plus 5 students at the middle school, so we are right even on as far as Rollinsford enrollment goes. So not good news, not bad news, just the same. On the next page, just some more enrollment comparisons, just kind of doing it by different grade levels, so you can kind of see where the pluses and the big minuses are. You can see pre-K enrollment's up this year compared to last year. Last year we had a pretty lower enrollment. But just kind of going down through the numbers, you can see kind of some of the big swings. 4th grade being the big one, the plus 23. That's a good number.
Smaller and bigger cohorts going through.
Right, and that happens. On the next page is the first day of school versus what we ended up certifying. This is last year's enrollment data, just to kind of give you an idea of what to expect. So typically, I would say we'd lose about 20 students between the first day of school and what we are going to certify on October 1st. And we really certify our October 1st enrollment at the beginning of November, end of October. But this kind of gives all the enrollment changes and everything time to process through our systems before we certify that enrollment with the state. Once we certify that enrollment, that's what impacts our subsidy figure for the following year. So last year, just to put that out there, we had a swing of 38 students. That is not typical. That is not what I would expect to happen. I'm not saying it won't happen. I'm just saying that's typical year is about 20. So just to kind of keep that. On the next page, just to kind of show you the last 5 years, despite what you may see on social media, whatever, we've been pretty flat enrollment for the last 5 years. Really a change of 12 students over that 5 years. Little dips, little increases, but really not really a huge change in enrollment over the last 5 years. So I showed it on this graph, and it's the same exact graph on the next page, but just to kind of show you, I broke it down and showed you like a span of 100 students, so you could kind of see those dips and valleys a little bit. But if you switch over to the next page, and I just did the scale from 0 to 2,200, that enrollment looks very flat. So just to kind of show you what that looks like, we're pretty flat enrolled. Talking about cutting teachers or whatever based on enrollment changes, if you have a change of 12 students over 14 grade levels, there's not really room that you could cut any teachers. So just to kind of keep that in mind as we start looking towards the future and towards budgeting for next year. Any questions?
Great, thanks, Ryan.
Thank
you.
Yeah, this is great.
I love graphs.
They're just so nice. Thank you, guys.
Great. Now I'd like to turn it over to the students for the student report.
Yeah. We don't have a lot. But the first 2 days, at least in my experience, have been very good. Definitely all of my teachers have been super helpful with, syllabuses and just, I've already had a math lesson already, but that's okay. How was yours?
I think I'm taking 4 AP classes this year, so I'm definitely reaching out a lot to the teachers, and I was really, really happy when I learned that I think the entire math department is doing math interventions.
Yeah.
And I think it's through, if you include all of their schedules, it covers like every single period, so that's really helpful for students because they know even if it's not their teacher that they can go talk to, they have somebody who can go help them out.
Yeah.
And all of the teachers in general are super open to staying afterwards or answering questions, which is really great, especially if you're just getting back into the swing of things.
Yeah, so definitely a very good experience the first few days. I just have a little bit on sports. Fall sports started a little bit into August, so they've been up and running. For volleyball, JV and varsity have a game at Falmouth tomorrow. Also tomorrow is field hockey, and they have a home game against Gorham, so their home opener. For girls soccer, JV and varsity have a game at Scarborough. And then for boys soccer, JV and varsity have a game against Noble September 5th. And then our first home opener for football will be this Friday against Westbrook. So that's kind of all we have. But we're definitely looking forward to this year, and we're really excited to do all of this with you guys. So we're super excited.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And welcome.
That concludes my report.
Great. We have no correspondence on which to report, so we'll move to the report of the committees. FNF will next meet in 2 weeks on the 17th. Ed Policy is going to meet for the first time this school year on the 24th, and we're really looking forward to that. That's going to be fun, talking about cell phones. And earlier this evening, Wellness SEL met, and I don't know which of you is going to actually report out on that.
I can do it.
Who wants to go?
I'll do it. Yes, so it was also our first meeting of the new school year. And we sort of revisited something that we talked a bit about at the end of last school year, which was the wellness conference at the Samoset, and hopefully being able to send somebody from each building. And then those sort of delegates would be joining the wellness committee, so we're hoping to get that sort of organized. Then just talked about some of the wellness opportunities, both for students and staff throughout the district. And also touched upon the cell phone, how the wellness committee can support the policy committee moving forward as they look at the cell phone policy. Anything else? Is that it? Okay.
Great. Thank you very much. Concludes the report of the committees and brings us to new business. We have one item. May I have a motion, please, with regard to the nomination of Elizabeth Baldwin?
I move to approve the nomination of Elizabeth Baldwin, first-year probationary teacher, social studies, Marshwood Middle School, 1 year only, school year 2025-2026, master's level 2, $57,110.
Second. Lisa? Great. So we're just thrilled that Lily Baldwin is able to fill this 1 year social studies position for us as an 8th grade social studies teacher at Marshwood Middle School. Lily has her master's in international studies and advanced research methods from the Birmingham University in the UK. And she also has a bachelor's in anthropology from UNH. She's played a bunch of different roles for us here in the district. She's been a long-term substitute. She was a long-term substitute in the same classroom last year. She's also been an ed tech for us in a couple of different schools. She just does a phenomenal job. No matter what you ask Lily to do, she does it with a huge smile on her face. She's amazing. And she's also a best-selling author, which is kind of cool, if you want to check her out on Amazon. So welcome.
Thank you. Comments or questions? All in favor? Okay, that's 5-0. You've already heard from the building administrator, so we won't pester them again. Thank you for those updates. Any further comments or questions from the board? All good.
I would just make just a quick
motion to adjourn.
Sorry, just make a quick comment.
Yes, go ahead.
If any of the parents are wondering about the light that's flashing during school opening or dismissal, it was not working the last few days, so we did put a call in, so in case parents were concerned that they're going to look into why it's not flashing to reduce the speed to 15.
Oh, the 20-mile-an-hour speed limit?
Yeah, so. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Anything else? I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
Move to adjourn tonight's meeting.
Second.
Heather, all in favor? That's 5-0. We are adjourned. Thank you all for coming.
Thank you.